Fellow Toastmasters, I want you to imagine for a moment that you're in front of a group of people. You're about to talk to them about something very important to you, and you want to convince them to take your viewpoint. Which do you think would be the better way to present the information back from your viewpoint? Would you first A, give a formal presentation filled with facts and figures, primarily using logical arguments, or would you B, personally connect with the audience and try to use emotional arguments to pull on their emotions? Either way can be used depending on the situation, who you're talking to, and particularly what communication style connects best with them. Similarly to how there are different styles of leadership, there are also different styles of communication. There are different things that people focus on when they both talk and listen. I recently took a quiz, and as it turns out, I score most highly in the analytical style. That is what I will be speaking on today. I will give a short explanation as to what the analytical style is, with some uses to it, and finally how to speak to those of the analytical style. First, to give a short explanation as to what it is. The analytical style communication focuses heavily on data and facts. It doesn't tend to focus much on things like the big picture or emotions. In fact, it tends to be a lot more focused on the why and the how. In fact, it's very systematic and ordered. It also tends to be very precise and exact. For example, back when my brother was in the house, there was a time which I put dinner in the oven and forgot to set the timer. Fortunately, it was one of those meals that took a while to cook, so my brother had the opportunity to say, "About how long ago did you put it in?" She'd look at the clock and say, about 47 minutes-ish. The response was, "That's a very strangely specific number for an ish." But I thought, it's true. Based on the clock, it was put in about 47 minutes ago. This style also is very detail focused, to the point where it can sometimes come off as perfectionist. For example, there have been times in which my father has sent me downstairs for a movie and I don't know where it is. Leading to the following exchange. "Hey Al, can you give me such and such a movie?" "Where is it?" "Oh, it's somewhere downstairs." "Can you tell me exactly where downstairs?" "No, if I knew exactly where, I wouldn't be searching you to look for it, would I?" This style, as you can imagine, is very useful for explaining details and data. Since that's what it focuses on, naturally that's what it would be good at analyzing and presenting. This would be great in any sort of job dealing with those two things. For example, I'm going to be going into physics. A job that this would be perfect for. Since the communication style focuses on data, it would be great for presenting the results of my experiments. Since it's so systematic and ordered, it would be great for explaining how those experiments work. And of course, since it's just so detailed, my fellow colleagues, who are possibly also of a similar style, would eat all the details up. Of course, this style can also just be useful for anyone, when talking to anyone of the analytical style. Speaking of which, as it turns out, there's a number of factors that can help both improve communication with them and degrade it. For example, when you're talking to them, it's great if you can give as much detail as possible. Since those of the analytical style are focused on detail, they'll resonate that much more strongly with what you're saying if you make sure to give as much detail as possible. In addition to this, give them some time to think. Often, those of the analytical style will pause to think through both what they just heard and what they're about to say. Give them that time to think. they'll appreciate the fact that you gave them time to think through what they were going to say, as well as what they just heard. Don't just throw a thousand rapid-fire arguments at them. I can personally attest from hearing a teacher speak that it's annoying having to wade through several dozen arguments thrown at you without time to process any of them. In addition to this, try to avoid, as the Fast Start Company article notes, turning the conversation emotional. Use terms like I think or I know rather than I feel. It's not that analytical people don't care about your emotions, but they'd much rather hear what you actually know about the subject rather than what your opinions are. If you can focus on those two things, if you can focus on the actual information, then they'll be much more likely to turn to your viewpoint. Having the analytical style works out great for what we'll be doing later on in life, since it focuses so much on data and detail. And while I may need other styles, since they all have their uses, this is the best one, since it's so precise and detailed. It'll hopefully work out great for me, and hopefully you all will hopefully get to use it as well at some point. And it'll sure work well for you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and of course, Al. Just the facts, please. I wasn't sure exactly what to expect with this speech, but it really was as advertised. You gave just the facts, and I enjoyed your speech very much. I thought you had some points where you improved over some of your previous speeches. I thought you started strongly. Sometimes I feel like hesitate at the beginning of a speech, and I felt like you just really leaned into the speech this time around. You had a lot of vocal variety. You paused in good places, especially in a speech where you're talking about analytical styles and having to pause during that type of speech. I thought you paused while explaining it too, which I thought was a nice touch for the speech. As far as things that I thought you could do to improve, at the beginning of the speech, you had a few in facts to open sentences, and I thought, ooh, you may be using that as a crutch word to do that throughout the speech. It didn't happen. You just had it mainly in the first, I would say, minute or two of the speech, and you recovered from that, so that's not necessarily a big deal. Something I would have liked to see in the speech is if you talked about one of the other communication styles. You talked about analytical, but you'd say, hey, in contrast, one of the other things that Toastmasters talks about is this other one, or maybe even briefly touch on a third one, just so we have an idea of what the variety is on what you're talking about. And finally, I thought on this speech, a little more than you have in the past, I felt like you were looking down at your notes a pretty fair amount.
I'll admit, I didn't start the speech until 2 days ago.
Sure, understood. But it was, I thought, noticeable, especially in the middle parts of the speech, that you were looking down a fair amount. But overall, I enjoyed the speech. I enjoy seeing you grow as a speaker, and I look forward to your next speech, Madam General Evaluator.